think that you pluck and tap, but I was taught a different way, and I've been taught to pluck, tap, and I've also been taught to tap, pluck.
Yeah.
So basically, when she starts to pick up a foot, you're supposed to go. Good girl. This means go. So like hissy sound and back and gasping means
Right.
go. She's like, are you shitting me? And we talked about, this is the point that I wanted to get to, is that I could tap her there, and you can see instantly she's like in reverse.
Yeah.
So I should be able to go back to this. If she keeps backing up, then we go back to turn on the forehand. She hates me. She's like, are you shitting me? And this is all because I tapped her on the top of the tail.
Right.
And I said, all right, we're gonna ask you to come under a little bit. And she was like, I'm not doing it.
I'm out of there.
Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. So we're gonna walk forward a little bit. And she's gonna rear. And I've still got a hold of the curve and the snaffle.
Yeah.
Pretty much right on top of the line. Good girl. And you can see, like, I don't need to touch the other one because she's firmly enough off the contact.
Yeah.
Okay. Hissy sound, make sure the stop is forward. And then the top of it's creep. Yeah, I know. Get a little squishy. So this is what I knew she was coming to do.
Yeah.
Because this is what most people participants even don't do.
Yeah.
And you can see how I have to go back to like turn on forehand. So you see the different periods.
summer horses, you have to stay in the lift phase a lot longer.
Yeah.
And with her, she's so quick, she'll be like, lift not going, lift not going, lift not going.
Yeah.
So you kind of go, okay, lift, lift, that's good enough. I mean, really, how many times did I ask her to lift and she was like, I got it, shut up, I got this, lift. She's not a damn warm blood.
No.
She says, that was weird. And then the hope is that I can do the same thing with her eventually that we did with Shanti, but we have to bear in mind that we may have to spin around and do some turn on the forehands. But if she learns to get behind me and away from me, that's going to be what she's going to try to do. Because she's so cute. Okay, so just because we're bitches, can you go to the walk? And how far across her butt can you reach with the stick? Not bad. So you have to like twist your wrist to do it, flip it across. And we're just gonna have you think like supple a little bit in the reins, not like crazy. And then in a forward way, like think like little bit kissy sound, and then just tap her on the top of the curve, like that. Yep, you got it. Good, and then just trot on. Good, and then walk, and we're gonna do it again. So this is how you can start it under saddle, is supple a little bit, thinking forward, little kissy sound, and then when you tap her on the top of the croup, think a little cluck. But that was good. She's like thinking about the tuck a little bit. She's like, oh God. So walk again. So what I'm trying to teach you right now is that you have to teach her half steps forward, not half steps back. Like what most people think is that they walk and restrict and tap. With her, because her propensity is to go, fuck you. You have to teach her forward steps. So think of it as like a, good, now tap a little. Yep, good, and trot, you got it. We're gonna take a chance and we're gonna do one a little bit backwards. So bring the trot back as much as you possibly can. And now tap and think like, yep, you got, good, she tucked. That's really what she needs to learn to do, is the tap tuck, croup drop. We call it the thing. What would you call it? What would you call it, Chloe?
The bum tuck.
The bum tuck. Yeah, good girl, good girl. So do you feel how there you brought her back, but you didn't tap her as you're bringing her back. You brought her back and then you kind of tapped her forward. Good. Can we go the other way? Yeah. So quick to stop, isn't she? Did you say stop? And I love that she's like, I'm gonna mow you down, is what her answer is. But did you see when she said, I'm gonna mow you down, how you just turn away from the wall, you go back to turn on the forehand?
Yes.
Like a forward, it's not like running or anything crazy. And again, you just have to be very careful with the outside rein when you do this. So you think just, kind of like a loosey-ish outside rein, and then we're just gonna think like bring her back a little in the walk, and then you kind of go kissy sound, little tap, and go forward. Yep, good, you got it. Her butt started to tuck. That's all we're really looking for. It's trying to get her to think about walking up through the reins instead of just hitting them and stopping, because she definitely is like a hit stop. Like if you did this on Ari, you'd probably have him piaffing and passaging in like a day or two. With her, you can feel like right there, she said, I wouldn't touch that left rein if I was you. And I agree with her, because we definitely don't want her to do it wrong. Okay, so walk, turn a little bit away from the rail. Think about the turn in the forehand, forward step, like touch her a little bit down towards the lower part of her butt, but do a circle away from the rail. Wait until you're away from the rail. Now start the forward turn. So I'm totally okay with doing it under saddle today, but in hand, I'm just gonna do it to the left to start.
Yeah.
Good. And now just supple a little bit. You're gonna think a little kissy sound, and then you're gonna try tapping around the curve. Yep, good. Yep. And think forward. Yep, good. Trot out of it. You got it. So you always have to think forward. The greed in us is gonna wanna make our piaffe today. And she learned to come under in 1 week, so we're good. So she'll learn to piaffe pretty quickly, but you always have to think of it as a forward thing, not a backwards thing. Very dangerous with horses like her that say, "Did you say stop? I kill you now." Good girl. Okay, can we do a little bit leg yielding? Oh dear, pooping as far away as possible.
Oh,
Oh, but the manure basket's up.
it's over there.
I'll tend it. Good. Bring the trot back to like as small as you possibly can. Supple a little bit. Good. And then just a little cluck tap. Yep. A little cluck tap. Good. And then just forward trot again.
Clock, no.
Yep. She's already forward thinking. If she's not forward thinking, you can put a kiss first. It's the kiss clock. Good. So we're gonna do it again from a leg yield on the next long side. No, it's okay. I'll tell you why. It's because she's being a bit ornery in the outside rein. And you have to approach this very cautiously in the collection part, but we can do the leg yielding like straight on. You can be as mean as you want to or in the outside rein. I don't have a problem with it. So you can supple the hell out of her left rein in the leg yield. Good, like that. And then you think reduce the trot a little bit. And then if she's not forward, kissy sound. Yep, good, good, good. Pat her, that was so good. Did you see that?
Yes, I
Wasn't
did.
that so good?
That was lovely.
Good. Let her have a little walk back. So you see how like the two directions I'm approaching it a little bit differently
Yeah.
because she really gets ground cheese. A little bit hunches in on the wrong side. Was Shanti's mom happy with Shanti?
Oh, so.
Oh, good. Okay, cool. Super. Good. Go back to straight and then just push her a little bit forward again. Good girl. So, what are you doing at Bear Spot 4-1?
1 and 2.
Oh, 4-1 Saturday, 4-2 Sunday. Okay. So today we were going to try a little bit of the canter half pass, change half pass. Good girl. All right. So can we do just a diagonal with a single flying change, and then we'll do a little hunches in the other way. Because short. We'll stick with short. What do you think? Make it different. Good girl. Such an angel. She's like, yeah. And then next long side, we'll just try a little bit of hunches in. So because the first half pass is to the right, and I think that's fairly easy, and the second half pass is to the left, and that's a little bit harder, I want to start with the left half pass from E a couple of times. Because I don't know if you've done any half passes from E yet. Have we done this yet?
No, I don't.
So the way I usually teach people to teach the horse, like, so let's say we're backing up through your warm up for 4-2. Oh my God, I can't even speak English. I would go long side and then half pass from E to the center line a couple of times because that's your second half pass. So I'd go red E, half pass left, just so that she learns to actually half pass left from the, you see how that's a little bit of a struggle? Good, so turn left. So like, let's say we're at Bear Spot, we're gonna do this like twice in the indoor warm-up space. You kind of go left bend, and then you start the left half pass here. So you for sure warm, yeah, that's why we're doing it. Somebody had a little spitchy fit, something to say. Good girl. It's because she's done it from the center line, like 4-1, to the counter canter, but from the long side in the middle. Isn't this weird?
Yeah.
And she's like, what? And the half pass right change, I don't think it'll be a big deal, but I think getting her to go back over is the challenge. Good. Go a little steeper than you think you should. Good for you. There you go. Good. Turn left. She says, okay. We're going to do it one more time just to make sure she's doing it right. So half pass left. Yeah, you're good. So you see how we're kind of focusing on her harder half pass a million times from the spot. Excellent. Short diagonal, single flying change. And then we're going to go center line and we'll do the half pass right to the change. then we're gonna stuff the two together. She's like, oh boy. Good, beautiful.
Lovely.
Have you been practicing your tempies? Meredith did 3 ones today. Isn't that awesome? In the middle of a left canter half pass. 1, 1, 1. Was awesome. Okay, so circle down there, and from the center line, we're gonna go half pass right, and then the flying change like right away. She says ready. Bring the butt over a little more than you think you should, almost like leading at the end. And change. Good. Yeah, you're fine. Yep, you're fine. You got it. Because she's so used to 4-1, then she's surprised when you actually want her to do the change. So walk for 2 seconds. So when you're finishing half pass number 1, you have to think about leading with the hindquarters almost in the last couple steps. What we like to say in our fancy language is that you do the canter half pass right. As you approach the wall, you turn it into a leg yielding, so you take away the bend, you're still going sideways. Force the hindquarters to go over, and then ask for the change, because otherwise then you lead with the hindquarters in the new half pass. And you have to aim to get the half pass right feels really short. Thank God it's her better half pass, right? So aim to get there early. Don't aim to get there at the letter. Aim to get there like, you know, partway between the S and E, so that you can do the change at E, so then you can start your left half pass, because otherwise your left half pass is going to be so crunched in. All right, we're gonna try it. You're gonna do half pass right, change, half pass left, because they can't be the same. Good girl. Push her a little bit forward on the long side. So polite. Bend her to the right, and then unbend her. So now unbend her. Good, and bend her again to the right, and half pass. Here we go. Ready, begin. Lovely. So take it into the leg yielding, change, and come back the other way. That was really well done. Yep, you got it. You got plenty of time to get there. Good job. Turn left. Good girl. We're gonna walk and give her a little break, because then we have to do some quarter canter pirouettes. Yeah, I don't know how I'd get that off.
You call it fire.
Yeah, ours was just over the breast bar with the chest. Oh, they wedged your feet.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
She was hating it.
Oh my God.
Deep breath, continue.
Yes, canter pirouettes. Here we go. So it's just a quarter canter pirouette, diagonal to diagonal. So it's the same thing. Get her to bend a little bit rounder, and then you ask her just to sit back and do it. Tell her how pretty she is. So it's the same thing she does. She just tries to back up in it. So if that happens, try not to lean forward. Try to think you've got to get her in front of your seat. So scoop her up and out with your butt and your leg. Because if you lean forward in the collection, they back up. So think of that as the rein back aid. So you gotta kind of go like, get in front of my seat and my leg. Yep, perfect. It's okay, she changed leads. Leg yield a little bit, off your inside leg, trot transition, and we try again. Give her a little tap. Oh dear, oh dear. This is the better one. She's going to prove us wrong today, huh? Little leg yielding off your left leg. Just a little bit. Sit back. Yep, and ask her to come. Push her off your inside leg.
She's like, enough of this sitting on my butt.
Good. So funny.
This is the one she was trying to do too many steps last week.
Oh, okay. Good girl. So what I want you to do is think canter on the spot, and then think almost a little bit forward. Like canter on the spot to the point of stalling. Stall. Now think forward in the turn. It's okay, nice change. that gangsta. It's okay. Just little leg yielding off your left leg. Even if she's on the wrong lead, you still have to push her off the inside leg a little bit. So it's hard because what I'm asking you to do is to kind of think, instead of thinking forward to combat it, collect and then go forward in the pirouette itself. So really canter on the spot. Oh, now she'll do it. She just had to put. Now think forward as you turn. There you go. Perfect. She just had to poo. Mares. Oh. She's like, I'm done. I know, sweetheart. Good girl. So same thing. Think really canter on the spot. Now ask her to go forward as you turn. There you go. Good girl. All right. Don't walk here, but we need to change direction. And I don't know if she needs a break or not a break. It's up to you.
I think not a break.
Okay. Good girl. So you're gonna have to do the same thing this way. So it's a contrary feeling, but it's what happens in the piaffe. We have to think forward into the harder movement, not backwards. Like a really forward horse, you have to reduce them in it and turn. You have to think canter on the spot and then think forward a couple steps as you do the turn. Because otherwise she sits down so hard and then she goes, the bridle's in the way, and then backs up. And yeah, I agree with you. Gotta get her supple on the left rein, but then make sure she's bending to the right when you do the pirouette. Try the canter on the spot. Hello. Hello. Good, and then push her a little bit forward. Yep, just push her forward again. And now go back to really canter on the spot. We're not going to do the pirouette yet. We're going to do this a couple times because I know how she gets this way. Now bend her and push her forward again. Push her a little sideways off your inside leg. Oh God, she's mad. Bend her. Now unbend her. Now bend her again. Hey, there we go. All right, canter on the spot. What I'm looking for is for her to do the canter on the spot and not do that. Push her forward. Tell her she's pretty. That's just her grabbing the left rein. She's going to kill the other horse. We had a horse that used to have tantrums by targeting other horses. It was so naughty. He was so clever. He's like, I'm going to get that horse. I'm like, oh God, he's going to get that horse. Same thing, canter on the spot. Bend her to the right if you can. And push her forward. So really important that you practice that before you approach this pirouette, because otherwise that tantrum that she just had on the left rein, she will have in the pirouette itself. So now we're gonna just go try a little bit, not on the diagonal, just from the quarter line.
Oh.
Good. Just a step or two, think forward. Yep, it's fine. I know it wasn't pirouette-y enough, but do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Push forward in the pirouette itself. And can you smack her once on the left side? Thank you. Sorry. Canter on the spot. You think a little forward step as you do the turn. Smack her once on the left. Yeah, no, that's good. That's fine. Needs to stay rounder. You follow me?
Yeah.
But I don't want you to get to the point with the left rein where you're counterflexing her in the pirouette and restricting her forward momentum. So counterflex her now. I don't have a problem with it. Bend her back in. Good. We're going to try it on the diagonal. Good luck with this. And again, same thing. Canter on the spot and think forward a little bit in the pirouette turn and maybe give her a smack right before you start it.
Okay.
Because you know, if you hit her in it, it pisses her off, but hit her before it. Canter on the spot. Now hit her. Now think a little forward in the turn. I'll take it. I'll take it. It's not amazing, but do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just let her have a little break. Because she gets so